Today, I have a very special guest, Lisette Pettis. She's going to be joining us in a second. Hello
Hi.
there.
How are
How are
you?
you?
Good, how are
You
you?
look fantastic.
Thanks. I was just on the lake, so I was like, let me get myself together really quick.
You're not a hairstylist. You don't do hair. You don't do nails. You don't do makeup. But you're also tied into the beauty business outside of that. So tell us exactly explain to us what is that? What do you do? What's your beauty business?
So I am partnered with a beauty brand online and I sell vegan, natural hair care and skincare. Yes, mommy. Sorry.
It's
And I mentioned that I'm a
It's
mom. She always
okay.
wants to say hi when she knows I'm on camera
Hi,
and
sweet.
she she always has to have lipstick on. But yeah, so I
That's the beauty professional
right.
right there.
Oh, sorry. But yeah, so I love what I do online. I like I said I was never in the beauty space, but I love all things beauty, and I think also having her it made me really look into products and what I was using on my hair and on my skin. So that brought me to the brand that I'm partnered with. And the thing that I love the most about it, aside from the products, are that I'm able to help other women start their beauty businesses online. And I just think, and we've talked about it so much, I think everyone should be making money online. I think, especially if you're a beauty professional, there's a way to also add a stream of income to what you're already doing by figuring out how to do something in the online space. You guys have a skill and a talent, and I think monetizing that in the social media world is endless amounts of income for you.
What inspired you? Was it to make extra money, or were you just really into the products?
So I mean, to be completely honest, it came to me at the perfect time. It was right when the world was kind of shutting down a few years ago, and I
Hmm.
had multiple brick and mortar businesses, and I realized, and I thought because I was an entrepreneur that, I didn't have a boss, but then there was different restrictions happening where we had to close down one location. Yes, you can, mommy. One location would have to be shut down, one wouldn't, and I'm like, wait, I thought I was my own boss and I still have to adhere to these rules. So I was like, wait, if everything shuts down, I was just kind of more open at the time to looking at different streams of income that weren't traditional. So I think when someone presented this opportunity to me, I'm like, wait, whether I love this or not, I have to find a way to monetize my online presence. And I think everyone should. I think, and you do it very well, but I think any business that you can make money being yourself essentially is the way to go.
Absolutely.
And so I just started kind of changing my perspective on what, like, traditional incomes were and how to bring in extra money. And I think I just started thinking a lot bigger. I think before I was like, oh, I'm going to open X amount of businesses, and I'm always somebody that is open to opportunities. But I just never even thought that I would do something in the online space, and definitely not with a company that doesn't have like a traditional model.
Okay. So explain exactly what do you do? Do you only sell products, or do you bring other women? I know you bring other women in, or beauty professionals, or not.
Yes. So I share the products that I use on my hair and skin, but then also I feel like I honestly approached it a little differently than most women do. I mean, I'm sure, back in the day my mom used to sell like Mary Kay or
Oh,
Avon, and I
okay.
always thought it was just, a little bit of Starbucks money. It was a little bit of extra money on the side. But then when I saw this business and the women that were doing it, and they were all bosses, they all had degrees, they all, were trained in whatever their field was, and they were making multiple six and seven figures in this just online. And I'm like, oh wait, this is real money. Like, let
Yeah.
me look at this.
This
And I
is
think
this is his Starbucks, right?
yes, it's not the Starbucks money. So I was like, oh, okay, let me look at this. And I think because I had owned traditional businesses, I looked at it as a traditional business. I looked at it like I spent my life savings on it, even though it didn't require like a huge startup fee or a huge investment of time initially. But I just think I looked at it like, okay, if I'm going to be successful at this, I got to hit it hard like I do with any of my other businesses. And I was really successful really quickly. And I was excited to show other women that. And now to be able to give that, education to women that maybe didn't think that they could work from home, or didn't think that they, or don't want to leave their babies at home, or don't want to pause their education, or whatever it is that they have going on, or pause their travels to be able to make an extra stream of income. I love showing them that. So I do sell the products, and I also teach other women how to start their own online business as
Oh,
well.
that's great. Great. Okay, so you mentioned women can earn 6, 7 figures with this business that you have going on. Is this per month? Or do you have the potential to do it per month, or is this annually?
You definitely have the potential to do whatever you want. It's your own it's almost like your own online franchise.
Okay.
So it just depends how, how much, effort you want to put into it. And there's women in our company. I think our highest earner right now is on 17 million, and that's her lifetime earnings, but we've only been around for 6 years. So if she made 17 million slaying
Yeah.
some shampoo and some skincare online only in 7 years, that's amazing. So stories like that, and her story is very unique, and she came from nothing, didn't have a formal education or anything, and for her to be able to do that, I love showing women that they can do that too. And I think it's really empowering and like impactful for especially women of color to be able to make moves in this space and earn income like that.
I mean, because we all want extra streams of income and we all need it because, in today's world, you can't just survive off of one stream. You can, but it's nice to have other streams of income coming in as well. So
Right.
with that being said, how do you promote it? So do you do it like in your social group? Do you do it online? Like how do you promote it? What works best for you?
See, and for me, it was interesting as well because when I started, I was nervous. I was like, what am I going to look like? This girl with like degrees in businesses selling shampoo online? Like, this sounds ridiculous, right?
Hmm.
And then I was just initially talking to like friends and family, like, hey, I'm trying this, hair care. It's supposed to be a lot better for you. It's cleaner. It doesn't have all the toxins that our normal hair care in the United States has. And people were buying it, and I'm like, okay, well, maybe I shouldn't be so like nervous to tell the world that I'm doing this. And I mentioned that if I do something, I'm always like 100%. So I knew that I couldn't start this and then like quit it a month later. So I was like,
Right.
if I'm going to tell the world that I'm doing this, I need to be in and invested in it and like really, really love it. And so a few months passed, I started seeing the growth in my hair. The products specifically target people that have difficulty growing their hair. And I think a lot of us, we're used to using a lot of like toxic things on our scalp. Our
Yes.
scalp also absorbs everything 11 times faster than the rest of our skin. So I think we don't have the education to know that the things that we are putting on our hair and our skin are not like the best for us. So switching to healthier products helped me grow my hair postpartum, and I just fell in love with the products, started sharing them online and with friends and family. And I think it's for people that do love a traditional, like going to people's houses and showing them the products in person, that a lot of people love to do that as well. But for me, because I travel so much, I love the freedom to be able to do it from my phone and on socials.
Yeah, that's easier. And so
Hmm.
they still have parties like the Mary Kay parties where you invite everyone
Yeah.
and you try
Because
and
some
sniff
people love
everything.
that, like one-on-one, having a little ladies' night. We call them wash parties. But people that are already in the beauty industry, those are the people on my team that do the best, because you are sitting with somebody for hours sometimes talking to them. And if you love and use the products, and your clients trust you, right? And
Hmm.
you're not going to recommend something to them that isn't going to be the best option for them. So I think
Absolutely.
you're in a situation that you have your clients' trust. I have a lot of licensed estheticians on my team, a lot of hairdressers, a lot of salon owners, and also a lot of people. Oh, I was trying to read the comments. Also, a lot of people that like do microblading and lashes, and those people on my team do the absolute best because they fall in love with the products and they share them with their existing customers. So it's like not only do they have someone in their chair that they're doing an amazing job on their hair, but now they're sending them home with products and they're earning money on that end too.
Barbers,
Yeah, we
because
have a lot
men
of
are into their
barbers,
skin too.
a
Does
lot
your
of men
husband use
on
your
our team
products?
sell them. We have a whole men's line
Oh,
too, so a lot of men on
good.
the team, a lot of barbers love to stock this. It's a way
Hmm.
also to get product on your shelves where you're not having to buy a bunch of inventory. Because a lot of times you're able to just use it on your client and then you have your own website. So that barber, for example, he can say, "Oh, you love the products, here's my website link, you can go buy it, it'll ship directly to your house." So you don't have to buy a bunch of inventory, have it on your shelves. You know how much that can cost.
Yes.
So it's nice because you're just the one, sharing which ones will work best on your clients.
Oh, that's amazing. That's amazing. And the reason why I am asking all of these questions because I feel like as beauty professionals, having another stream of income, like I mentioned earlier, is key. And it's so imperative that we have people like Lisette that can come and give us all the information that we need and go grow from there, you know. And like she just mentioned, you can talk about it with your client, you can talk about it with your customer, and you have your own website. You don't have to have stocks and stocks of shampoo and face cream or anything like that to sell to your customer or your client. So I think this is a good
Yeah.
thing. So if anyone wants to work with you or work, you know, do they go with you? Do they go through you
Yeah.
to join
So
or?
it definitely is really important, like who you know, end up joining with, because that's the person that's going to hold your hand and show you how to do make the big bucks and how to incorporate it into your business. So I definitely think like I love that about this too, because I get essentially get to pick who I work with, right? So usually people message me on social media. My Instagram is You Lovely Set, and people will message me, and then we just chat, and I tell them, you know, how it'll kind of fit into their lives. And then the way you get started is you just pick a product pack for you, and that's products for you to use, and that's all you ever purchase. And the amazing thing is, and you know how much it costs to have a website up and running and built. You get your own
Mhm.
website, you get your products, you get samples, and all of that is included for your initial product pack, and that's all you ever purchase. So there's people that are like really still just only want that Starbucks money on the side, so they're never really purchasing things. They just put their little link in their bio, and if anyone purchases something, they'll make commission on it. But then there's people like me who really want to make, you know, the 6 7 figures.
Absolutely.
And those are the people that I really love to like work with and hold their hand and run with the business, because I know, and you know this more than anybody, when you start a business, mistakes are expensive.
Yes.
Everything has a learning curve. You're Googling, you're YouTubing, you're doing all the things to figure out how to do things. And to have someone to that's going to teach you all of these steps along the way, I think is really important, and it helps your business. So you don't have to have any of those expensive mistakes.
Okay. So when you said, you mentioned that you like to promote it online, promote your business online. Do you have a favorite platform?
I feel well, so I'm trying to do a little bit more on TikTok now,
Okay.
because I just think it's really fun, and I feel like it's, you know, it's a little messier, and it's a little bit not so like polished. And I think Instagram is
Hmm.
very like the perfect pictures and the perfectly polished video, you know. And even though that's great, they're very different. And I think like I mentioned, like having a business that you can earn and work by being yourself, I think is the best thing. So I encourage the girls or the ladies that end up doing an online business to show their interests, to show what they're into, show, because people want to know you. You know, you're the star of your own Instagram and your Facebook and your TikTok. So just showcasing your life, the products you love and use, and that's how people come to you and learn to like love you and trust you and know you.
Okay. I have my favorite platforms, and it is Instagram for me. TikTok is
I
just,
know.
I, you
Oh,
know,
and I that's mine is Instagram too, but I'm trying. I'm trying to be a youngin again.
but you know, like YouTube is really good too. Really, actually, YouTube, I should be more active on YouTube. YouTube is Googleable,
Yeah.
right? So, yeah, so I've gotten so far with my YouTube page, but it's something about Instagram that just holds the rank over all of the other platforms for me.
Yeah.
But like you mentioned, TikTok is so. I'm asking this because most people get stuck on one platform. And it's like, oh no, I only promote on here and I only work with this one. It's like, but you're missing a whole audience of people who don't participate in
Right.
either of the other platforms.
Yeah,
So
that's so
okay, so
true.
that's good that you're used. So you recommend that people should use more than one
I
platform,
should
or
take
no?
my own advice though, because like I said, I'm, you know, even though I mentioned TikTok, I'm an Instagrammer. Like I love, you know, my first app that I open after I have my coffee is Instagram. And
Instagram.
but I'm trying to branch out, but I definitely, it's like a free commercial, right? So whatever your business is, you should be advertising on every and any platform you can, because it's free, you know, it's free eyes on your business.
Absolutely, absolutely. Okay, so if anyone wants to get more information, where can they reach you?
On Instagram,
On
also
Instagram.
on TikTok, but on Instagram for sure. I love sharing the business with people, and even if it's not for, you know, somebody, I just love looking at people's businesses and telling them, you know, what they can improve. I feel like I and I'm not that I'm like an expert in social media, but I just feel like that's where I do well, and that's kind of my space. So I always feel like people can do a little bit better and a little bit more, and grow their business in that space. So definitely hit me up on Instagram. I'd love to chat and just tell you a little bit more and see if it's a good fit for both of us.
Okay, and I will tag Lisette's information in the bottom of this video. So Okay, well, listen, thank you for chatting with me
No,
today. I know
no,
you got to
thanks
go and
for
hang with
having
your,
me.
I know your baby needs all of your, she needs to do your makeup and all that stuff, you know,
No,
so.
I'm so proud of you for doing this too. I feel like every time, even watching you from afar before you came to this city, just watching you grow and glow, it's amazing.
Oh, thank you so much, you said. And thank you for supporting me.
Yeah, of course.
Because you have been for a
Always.
while now, and
Always.
I appreciate you through and through. And whatever you need me, whenever you need me, I got your back.
I'm gonna need you to babysit that baby over there. No.
Absolutely, we're gonna go get our nails done together and everything. Okay, absolutely, I'm coming to get
No,
her.